I have here in me Ian Bork, who is a principal program manager in the Visual Studio team services team, and is going to talk about what kind of feedback he uses in his day-to-day job in order to better deliver value for his users. So tell me, we are not talking about products itself, but what kind of products you use to collect telemetry, but the generic ones. What kind of telemetry are you interested in? What kind of benefits do you get from it? What kind of things you ask from the people developing the code to instrument the code in order to collect some kind of information, what is important for you and for not, to help your decision to better deliver value for your users?
Sure, absolutely. I think, as a program manager, I often describe my role as, I think of myself as a product owner. Like, my job is to make sure we're building the right thing, and we understand why we're building it and what we're building. And telemetry really plays a key role in that. Kind of sort of three pieces, and you touched on some of those in your intro. We have telemetry that helps us understand if our business is running operating smoothly. Are we achieving the business goals we've set out? And telemetry plays a part in that. Then we have telemetry sort of about our features, and those really help us understand our features being adopted in the way that we expected. Are we getting the usage that we expect? What are the patterns of behavior that we're seeing? And then at the lowest level, we obviously have telemetry that helps us ensure that the product is healthy. Is it performant and doing the things in a way that it's supposed to? Now, as a program manager, I really focus on the top two. I use telemetry a lot to make sure that our business is healthy. And then I really use telemetry at that feature level to make sure that I can help make better informed business decisions. So if we need to make a change to the product, I certainly want to interview customers and listen to sort of subjective feedback from experiences that people have. But the next thing I want to do is immediately go look at the telemetry to say, how many people are using this particular feature or this aspect of a feature? And what scenarios are they using it in? And that helps me make a decision that hopefully is smarter and more informed, and it's informed by the telemetry that we get from our systems.
So basically what you are saying, you collect feedback from a lot of other things, so not automatically from people, what kind of intent they have, so people tend to lie or tend not to know what they really know. So do you do some kind of hypothesis-driven analysis? For example, you do a small implementation of a feature, not completely covered, but the minimal basis in order to understand how the users are going to use it and then improve that, or what kind of?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you're right. Like, we've always done the type of sort of interview style feedback that we get from customers. Now with telemetry, we sort of pair that with that feedback and we get a more complete story. So what that allows me to do is, for example, let's say we want to change a part of the product. We can look at that part of the product and make a hypothesis about what we're going to expect if we make that change. Then what we can do is go flight that change with a subset of users. It's very similar to an A/B test. And we can, as we come out of it, evaluate, did it achieve what we thought? Was our hypothesis proven or was it disproven? And now we can make a better informed decision as we move to the next step. In the old world, we would sort of talk to customers, we'd make a change, and then it was sort of cross our fingers and talk to customers again and hope we got it right. And there was
1 year later.
1 year later, that's right. And there was really no way to evaluate along the way if the changes we were making were sort of having the impact that we wanted. Now we get an opportunity to do that all the time. And it's funny because right before I came over to this exact interview, we were working through that example. We had made some changes to the product. We've evaluated the subjective feedback, and we've evaluated the telemetry, and we've realized we've got more work to do. And now we're going in and making some very small changes, and we're looking at key pieces of telemetry to make sure that those are moving in the direction that we expect, and obviously in a direction that we think makes the product better.
Okay, thank you. I think it was a good explanation of how one of the stakeholders uses telemetry in his day-to-day job in order to better deliver value from the users, which is our common goal and the only goal that people should achieve when they are doing a product, because they are doing it for someone, they need to deliver value, and typically there is a known. We don't know really how to deliver value at a certain point, and we can measure it in order to improve. And if we do it in smaller steps, it's much better because it will take less time, it will deliver value faster and with less costs.